How about now? I'm trying my little mic out. Maybe the sound quality will be a little bit better. Hi! Can you hear me? Is it better? Okay, good. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you, Tech Dad. Y'all, welcome to the Community Mic. Amanda says TikTok Queen. We're going to get started here around 8 o'clock. First interview of the year. Super excited. Thank you for everybody. Thank you, Fogo, or thank you. I'm probably saying that wrong. I say all the names wrong, y'all. So don't be mad at me if I say it wrong. The whole goal of the Community Mic is community discussions, community talks with people in and around the Houston area. I don't limit it to the Houston area. I've interviewed in Dallas. I've interviewed in Pennsylvania. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Tech Dad. Make sure you guys go and follow everybody who's in the comments, everybody who's in our section right here. Follow them. This is a community of growth. This is a community where this platform's free to follow, to like, right? TikTok is a great platform for us to monetize off of, share like-minded people, like-minded individuals. So that's what the Community Mic is here for, is to talk to like-minded individuals, share. I am in my studio. I am. I completely just kind of went over my head. But y'all, this is my first TikTok of the year, 2026, and it's in my studio. Yes. Thank you for reminding me, Mags. I appreciate that. I know. But yes, I'm in my studio for the first time. First interview of the year with GuanaBot, the party services and experience robot. And I'm in my studio. It's finally not all the way done. Thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate that. You guys go and follow each other. Tech Dad, go and follow Fogo. Fogo, go follow Tech Dad. Follow each other. JP, follow everybody, y'all. This community is all about love sharing, experiences, communication. Yes, I know. It's so nice. There's still a few things that are going to be done, right? Little by little, right? Most importantly, I got somewhere to sit, right? And I got some stuff on the walls. Thank you to my amazing daughter-in-law. She is going to school to be an interior decorator. And I think one of her first projects outside of maybe family and friends and things like that. And so she helped me decide on what to get for the studio. Again, little by little, right? Everybody starts somewhere. A little bit about the Community Mic. Again, my name is Amanda Cisneros, Houston, Texas, from Houston, Texas. Not born here, born in Abilene, Texas, but raised here pretty much my entire life. Yes, I know. I can't wait to do more interviews here in the studio as well. Community Mic is a platform to, I have a voice. I choose to use my voice to highlight and spotlight local business owners, local artists, local musicians, anybody who wants to have their hour of limelight, right? This is what this platform's for, to help each other out, because no one's coming to help us, y'all. It's all about us. I always say, that phrase is boots on the ground. Well, for me, it's heels on the ground. I wear heels, so get it? Heels on the ground. Heels on the ground. We got to help each other out. And if I can do a little bit by using this platform, the YouTube platform, Instagram and Facebook. Hola, amiga. Thank you for joining the live. Aesthetically Tejana, thank you so much for joining the live. I appreciate that. Sal Rodriguez, welcome into the live. Thank you so much. That's what this platform's for. The Community Mic, let's talk about it. I want to talk about it. You have a business, or you have, you're an artist, musician, and you want to talk about what you do. That's what I'm here for. Give you that platform, whether it's online or we do in person. Oh no. I hope it's not like that throughout the whole life. Let's hope it's not like that throughout the whole life, y'all. Yeah, let's hope it doesn't. Oh, Evelyn, thank you so much. So again, that's what the Community Mic platform is, giving all my friends, my family, people that I've met through the journey of music, the journey of working, to have a platform to talk about what they do, what they want to do, their businesses, their music, their voice, or whatever it is. I sound far. Okay, so maybe I move this up a little bit. I'm trying a new thing, y'all, my little pink microphone. Thank you for sharing the live. So again, Community Mic, let's talk about it. Tonight's interview is going to be with Guanaco. I'm probably saying that wrong. Yes, thank you so much, JP. I appreciate that. Y'all, he invested in a screen tapper for the lives. So thank you so much for joining the lives. We're going to have a moderator, one of the best moderators on TikTok, Miss La Dreamer. She should be jumping on here in a little bit. I know her schedule is kind of crazy. She not only does my lives, but she does several others, and she also works full time. So I appreciate everybody. Thank you, aesthetically, Tejana. I appreciate that. So she'll be jumping on here in a minute. We're going to have Miss Alexis come on, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about his business and, how he got started and all the good stuff. So again, my first live in my studio. I don't know, I posted a little video. It's a work in progress, right? It's a work in progress. The chairs are probably my favorite part. I really love the chairs. They're super soft and they swivel. So, yay! So make sure you're sharing the live. Let's get this out to as many people as possible. My goal, for this live is to have, I think the most people I've had on one live before is 35. So if I can get that starting off the new year with Alexis, he's actually did my birthday party a few years ago. I showed up, my sister got him, and it was an amazing performance. It was an amazing show. Welcome in. Thank you for joining the live. So I wanted to start off the year with his services, giving him his platform to speak on what he does and how you guys can get in touch with him if you have a birthday party or if you have a quinceañera, un boda, whatever it is, right? You have the information right here to be able to maybe secure his services in the future. Hola, La Dreamer, the best moderator on TikTok, has arrived, y'all. So y'all better behave, because if not, she gonna yell at y'all. Oh no, she yells at me. She won't yell at y'all. She'll just yell at me. Thank you. I appreciate all the likes. And hello. Good. So if you go onto my page, you should see that I'm live, and I'll see you pop up, and I'll send you an invite. Time to act up. Y'all better behave. La Dreamer's going to put y'all in check. There you are. I'm going to invite you. Okay, bye. Yay! So the goal for this live is to get over 35 people in the live, y'all. Share. And, if I could reach, I think the most likes I've reached is over, I forget what it was. La Dreamer will probably know better than I was. I just keep track of that little head scared the mess out of me. I was like, that's not him.
Every time I go to an open house or I tell them, if you get it right, who this is, I'll give you a free bobblehead for the event. They always say it's me, pero es Karim León.
Oh, yeah. I know. Pero se te parece. All right. So before we get started, Alexis, go ahead and make sure you're sharing this out. I'm sure you did it prior to logging, on your Instagram and things like that. But go ahead and share this event. The goal for this interview is to get over 35 people on this interview. And it does look like him. I know. So y'all, Jay and Tac Dad, y'all better behave. I'm telling you right now. So the goal for this interview is to get over 35 people. You know, let's reach it out. It's my first interview of the year. The more people that John Barasa, thank you for joining the live. Stay in. You don't want to miss this great conversation that I'm going to have with Alexis, the amazing robot, y'all. So, you know, let's get it shared out. Make sure during the live that you're liking. If you have any questions, feel free to put the questions in the comments. If we don't get to them, we'll make sure, we'll take a pause and make sure we get to them for sure. All right, them damn Mexicans, David, welcome to the live. So we're going to make sure we give everybody a chance to share the live, get it out there. Thank you. I appreciate that. Share the live, and let's make the first interview of 2026 with Alexis. And pronounce GuanaBot?
GuanaBot, yeah.
Guanaco, like Quantico. Yeah. Okay, GuanaBot.
Yeah, GuanaBot.
Okay, I was doing my videos earlier doing the promotions, and I was like, yeah, I'm saying this all wrong. So I kept going back to your promotional video and listening to how you said it, and I still got it wrong.
Guanaco, really it just means que eres salvadoreño, like you're Salvadorian. Just like Costa Ricans, le dicen ticos. You got Hondureños, they call them catrachos. You got your Colombianos, parces. And Guanaco, well, at work, everybody just, instead of calling me Alexis, it was always, hey, ¿qué pasó, Guanaco? And ever since then, I said, I'm just going to keep it under that name.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and get started. This is Amanda C, Amanda Says TikTok Queen, the community mic. Let's talk about it. This is the first interview of 2026, and it's a very special interview, y'all. It's the first interview that I'm doing in my studio. It's been a long time coming, a year in the works, right? A little pushing and shoving by my BFF, Patty. And it's finally here. We're not done, but at least I'm in the studio. And it's a more amazing special because we are going to be speaking to Alexis de Guanaco, the owner of GuanaBot. Y'all, going through all the videos and looking at what he does as far as entertainment wise, what he brings to parties. I had the privilege 2 years ago, I think, to have him at my birthday party. And he stole the show. I was mad. No, I'm just kidding. It was an amazing party. My sister Melissa, which you know, right? You know my sister Melissa. She secured the bag, and he brought the entertainment. And I can't wait for you guys to ask all the questions. Let us know what you have for him. He already started off with an amazing story. So let's go ahead and tell him again a little bit about, you can introduce yourself and let them know again how you got the name.
All right. So yes, I'm Alexis Garcia. I'm 31 years old. And the name GuanaBot, it just stuck with me ever since I was 15, 16 years old. All my friends in high school, Guanaco just comes from El Salvador. That's what you can kind of call yourself. Like, hey, where are you from? We give each other nicknames, Guanaco. So like, you got Costa Ricans, se llaman ticos. You got Hondureños, catrachos. You got Guatemaltecos, they call them chapín. So that's really where the Guanaco came from. And then it stuck with me even after high school, through work. Every single job I've had, so tú eres Guanaco. So they've always called me Guanaco instead of my name. So that's where it kind of stuck there. And I said, man, GuanaBot, loved it. So with the robot, you're probably wondering how I started and where I got the idea from and what made me want to do this. So, the robot, this is one of 2 robots that I have right now. I'm going through new inventory, so I'm waiting on other ones to come in soon. So I got one here, and I got one at my other friend's. He's Cubano. So I have one at his house. So this robot here, it started with the business list. I was working at work, got off. One of my accounts invited me over for a couple of drinks. It was his birthday. And I seen everybody getting on stilts, and they were falling over. And I'm like, what are they doing? Oh, man, well, this guy does robots. He's a DJ. His name is Theo. That's the guy that got me into all this. Party Makers, shout out, by the way. That's their page. And so Theo was like, hey, man, why don't you get on the robot? And I said, man, I don't want to get on it. So after I got some alcohol courage, I went ahead and hopped on the stilts. And sure enough, I was walking on them fine. And until he told me, hey, I'd pay you this amount per show, I said, man, as a hobby, dancing, I'll do it. And ever since then, I just stuck with the robot business, and I did it for about a year with them. And then I had surgery. Actually, whenever I went to your event, I had just gotten my pacemaker and my ICD implant. So that's why I was like, this is my one of my first show after what 3 months of no cardio, just bed rest, or not really bed rest, but like low like stress, not exercising or anything. So I went to
Uh-huh.
go do the show for your birthday, which was at what's was the Stampede? I can't remember the name of the club.
Zoom. It was Zoom Barrel. Zoom Barrel
Okay,
Beer Garden.
yeah. So we went there. We were there for a little bit. We had came from another show, and then we went to go finish off the night at your event. And by the way, your sister Melissa did an awesome balloon display. I
Yes.
think I have pictures, so I'll probably post some of those pictures from the balloons.
You should, and I was trying to look for some, but I didn't take a lot of pictures. So I was like, because that's what I wanted to use as a promotion because I know there's a really good one of me and you in front of my birthday cake in front of the DJ. Yeah. So, and in front of the balloon drop that my sister did. So hopefully she'll be logging on here soon. So for any Zoom Barrel, yes, I miss it. So anybody who's joining us right now, we were talking, Melissa's in the chat, y'all. Welcome in. We are talking to Alexis. He's the most amazing robot party experience in Texas, y'all. Let me tell you, I had the pleasure to have him at my birthday party and he did an amazing job. And hopefully, you guys can see this and hopefully we'll want to book him for one of your events. He was telling us a little bit about how he got the name, right? And then how he got into the robot business. So how long have you been in the robot business?
So a little bit before I had the surgery, I actually had purchased my own robot just because I stopped working for a while. My kids started daycare, and whenever that happened, I mean, they were stay-at-home kids with mom, and they were getting sick a lot, so I would miss a lot of days of work. So
Mm-hmm.
I said, man, well, you know what? I'm also missing out on weekends. I was canceling on Theo. So I said, man, I just got to do my own thing now because I had to cancel a few times. I felt bad. I said, hey, dude, I think it's best you find somebody else.
Yeah.
After 3 months, I tried getting back in the game. The business did slow down, and I said, man, this is really good business. There should be no reason it's slowing down more every year.
Yeah.
So I got with my one of my friends. He sold me one of his robot. Started with that one. Business picked up immediately. I bought a second one, which was a red one, which is
Yes.
kind of like the logo of the company.
Yeah.
Uh, that's why actually that's a brand new red one. I just swapped it out to another one. And whenever I got that one, people started hitting me up more in Houston. And the way I promote is I don't just promote through Facebook or Instagram. I do a lot of leads, and I meet with a lot of people. So a lot of people do know me through Instagram, through kind of like kids events. So I think this year we were fortunate enough to be at the NRG. We were at the with the kids. We call it the kids that are in wheelchairs. So there's like
Mm-hmm.
special needs. Some
Mm-hmm.
kids are paralyzed. So we went there and we brought a lot of attention. We passed out a bunch of cards, and all those kids had lots of fun, lots of pictures. We were there for 2 days straight. It was Saturday and Sunday, and oh man, we took the show.
So 2 days straight, an event like that, and I'm sure it wasn't easy. And I know the entire time you're not in the outfit, right? But you are on stilts.
Yeah, so we're on stilts. We were there on there for 3 hours straight, actually, because it was an event from I think we were there about 2 to 5.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and well, yeah, we were able to go in there, and one of my business partners, we were also able to take like our video games that he sells and stuff like that. His name's Daniel, so he did a lot of help with that on there. So we were both there, and we were catching leads, getting lots of followers. We also
Yeah.
did at there's an event center over there in Katy, and those were nothing but Comic Cons kind of. So they had like
Yeah.
video games. We were there. We also stole the show there. It was awesome. I have Jay, Jay, Space City Robots as well.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
so I think he has a brother-in-law that works at the McDonald's Foundation. What is it? Ronald McDonald House. That's what it's called.
Uh-huh.
He works at the Ronald McDonald House, and every year he does a free. We do a free show for them. I wasn't able to go this year, but he last year we did go with them. So we put on a free show for them for the kids that aren't able to leave the hospitals. But the Ronald McDonald actually funds their parents a place so that they can be home with their kids, kind of like, so in that environment, we go there every year. And I think this year he took his space, his Space City Robots did take their photo booth 360. So we added that to the business for them. So a lot of those kids were very happy and seeing the robots. And doing this was since 2023 on my own. We're in 2026, so we are in year 3 now doing the business. We're booked just about almost every single weekend. I always try to interact, talk to DJs, pass out my cards whenever I can. Push social media. You cannot stop.
Yeah, you can't. In the business and the industry that I'm sure that you're in, no matter what industry and business you're in, you can't stop. It doesn't just stop at social media. You have to do the networking. You have to be, and I've said this before, some people say boots on the ground, but you have to be heels on the ground. For me, right? I wear my heels. For you got to be stilts on the ground, right? You got to be out there making sure that they see you, your voice is heard, because closed mouths don't get fed. So I love what you do in the community. That's amazing, to be able to offer this service to these kids and these families. I'm sure many of them probably have never seen anything like you before. I know I had never seen anything like you before until my birthday, right?
Yep.
So I think this is amazing that you do that. Do you think you're going to continue to do the community events?
Yes, and honestly, that's what pushes this business because, whenever, and I'm not the only one that does it. I got a couple friends that have been doing it, and I told them, you have to go out there because people don't know what they don't know.
Yeah.
You can go out there, like, I could be visiting anybody, and they're telling me, what is that? I said, I'm on TikTok. I have your contact, and it shows that you do some robots. What is this? I don't even know what you're doing. So I explained to them, and they asked me all kinds of questions. So I told them, look, just check out my page. That's what we do. We're going to do a pop-up event here. We do pop-up events with some vendors. We do it there as well. And the fun thing about it is, the kids, you can see their smile. You can see their joy. Yeah. Every time I do it for our kids' daycare. All the daycares that we've been at, we go to plenty of them. And the teachers will tell me, you're like the coolest parent, and it just feels really good listening to those words,
So your dad, how old are your babies?
So I have one that's 4. Her name is Liliana Garcia. And then I have one that's 6. She's Leilani Garcia.
So when they see you put on this robot or, this costume, do they be like, oh, that's just my dad? Or do they still like, oh, look, that's my dad?
Every time. And some of the teachers will be like, huh? That's not your dad. And then when I hear that, I'm like, yeah, I am. That's my daughter.
Yeah.
They'll see
Oh,
me.
that is so awesome.
And then,
That is so awesome.
Whenever we're out there, some bailarinas, they love dancing. They love dancing. You could see them. Like, we go to any event, quinceañera, whatever. They're the first one on the dance floor, and the dance floor's not even open. There could be no music playing. And it's just something I love doing. It's fun seeing the kids out there. It's more than just about making money for it. At bottom line, we want to make the money.
Yeah.
But
you want to make a difference too, and you want to have fun.
Yeah, and we're always looking for ways to improve. One of the big popular things that we have right now is, I don't know if you've seen it, the gorilla.
Yes.
Those are very, very fun, and people love seeing it. Those big inflatable gorillas. And whenever they, we're out there dancing and they see that big old gorilla, it looks very scary at first. So I've been in action where I'm on the robot. I'm like, all right, here comes the gorilla. And I look around, you're going to see some kids scatter off, run, get scared until they actually see somebody dancing in it and stuff.
Brenda, who was it? Brenda, her first name, Romero, says your daughters know all the line dances.
That's my wife. Yeah.
Oh, Brenda, welcome to the live. Oh, that's awesome. So do they really know all the line dances?
Yes. Yes. And if they don't, they'll follow along.
And they learn.
The other day, my daughter was like, I want to dance cumbia. Or when we were dancing cumbia, and she was like, I want to dance. I was like, okay, this is how you do it. And I asked her the next day, do you remember that line? Yep. And she's doing it again. It's hilarious. She
Aw.
just hook forward, back leg, and everything. And
Yes.
you know, mom loves dancing, so she'll play at the house. She's cleaning. She's listening to Selena. You know, everybody loves Selena. So
Of course.
the girls, they start singing Selena with them. So everybody at home's always singing or dancing, and this right here just kind of makes it better anywhere we go. And this portable.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. So for everybody who's just joined the live, we're talking to Alexis with GuanaBot. GuanaBot. He is the best party experience here in Texas. You guys make sure you go and follow both creators, me, Amanda C, TikTok Queen, the community Mike, and also GuanaBot. I'm going to say that wrong the whole time. So go and follow the creator, the interviewer tonight. We've been talking about how the whole big robot came about, how he got started, how he got the name, talking about his family, how his daughters love the robot and the line, and they know all the line dances. And we talked about how he does so many community events. Ronald McDonald House, right? You did a recent event at the NRG. Y'all, this is not only, like he just said earlier, yeah, the money's good, but it's also he's making a difference in the community. And this is what the community Mike is all about, interviewing people like him that not only are in business, but they're in business to make a difference. And that's amazing. So make sure you guys are sharing the live, tapping that screen. Let's make sure that this live gets pushed out to as many people as possible. We want to get him booked and busy. He ain't gonna have no free time. Sorry, Brenda, he's gonna be busy. We're gonna put him to work. So tell me a little. How much does this thing weigh?
All right, so there's a couple different robots out there, and this is probably about the second heaviest in the industry. There is one, we call it, what we call ourselves, we're stilt walkers. In Spanish, we call it zanqueros. So there is a robot that's the hybrid. It's made by Ivanco, and that robot weighs 110, 115 pounds, and the whole suit. And you're on stilts. You got to learn to balance yourself. It's fuming hot in there, and you're also exerting a lot of force. I don't have that robot. That robot, I call it El Mata Sanquero because it really wears you out. I could do a show 30 minutes with the tops, and I'm tapping out.
Yeah.
So then this one is the Top Robot. This one's the RTR version. It's made by Top Robot, and that's what really everybody that work with use. It's not heavy. It is a little heavy, but it's very distributed evenly. You can balance on it very well. It's got some very good stilts that's able to walk on rocks, on gravel, and on sand. So the stilts are made to handle all of that. It's also easier to work on. I mean, this has currents of batteries going through like crazy. So whenever you got to replace a little battery, got to pull out my desk right here. You got to replace it. Got to solder stuff. So you want to get something that has good quality and that's easy to replace. And this is as easy as it gets. This one here weighs about 95 to 105 pounds. I don't remember exactly the weight. I have one that weighs 95, one that weighs 105. So I don't remember which one weighs what. We typically do shows about 45 minutes of dancing. We'll come in. We do a LED rose if it's a quinceañera or a birthday party for a little girl. If it's a guy, we usually give him a cap with the GuanaBot. And then we'll come in. We'll do a grand entrance. We'll walk around, get everybody hyped up. Everybody starts running to the dance floor, and then we kill it for 45 minutes. After those 45 minutes, we dance for 15 minutes, and we take pictures for 15 minutes, and that's how we end the night. But it doesn't just come with the robot. It'll come with the lighting, the experience. It comes with LED lights. It's got a LED limbo stick that I also add as an accessory. You get your CO2 gun, which is what everybody likes.
Why, how heavy is that thing? That thing's huge.
Yeah, it's pretty big, but it's like 10 pounds. It's not very heavy.
Okay,
When
okay.
you shoot it, it shoots like 30 pounds of force, and you got to really brace yourself. I've seen quinceañeras do it and just smack each other's mouth. So you got to really, really be careful.
Yeah.
But it doesn't hurt anything. I mean, when you shoot it, it's just a blast of cold air. It's free AC for us whenever they shoot it at us. So we love having it around. There's many times at the event, no AC, doesn't work. So I'm just like, all right, put on my fan, go ahead and start. Let's cool it down right away. We'll go ahead and shoot it early. That way everybody has the energy going, and instead of getting off to go get water or drinks. And then I work with a lot of people too. I work with Jay, Space City Robots. I work with Dale, Party
I
Maker.
think he's in the live, actually. I think Jay with Space City jumped in the live. Yeah, so welcome in, Space City.
So we do shows together. We pick up ideas from each other. Like, hey man, what do you think we should do this? We got this event going. I think we had a toy drive we were gonna do with one of our guys. He makes custom rugs. His name is Bobby. But I think because of the weather, it did get canceled. But we were really looking forward to that one.
We'll plan on doing our toy drive. Them Damn Mexicans host an annual toy drive. We just finished ours. It was the 4th annual. We're doing another one this year. It's going to be the 5th annual. Them Damn Mexicans. I'll send you his page. That way y'all can follow each other. Does a lot of community events, does big things. He's also a podcaster as well. He was in the live earlier. I'm not too sure if he's here. Space City Robots. Yes, there he is. I told you he was in the live. Welcome in, y'all. So yeah, that again, doing something like that, doing these community events, Alexis, that's a big deal because, a lot of people don't want to do events like that. But when you do, you're putting yourself out there to a bigger reach, a bigger audience, and I commend you for that for sure.
Yeah, and you know what? It does take a lot of time away. It could be a Friday night. Hey, I have this going on. I got to cancel plans. Or sometimes I have them join along, A lot of the times this robot does take a lot of the time away from personal stuff. I could be at parties for my mother, my father, my friends, compadre, comadre, and I'm like, hey, dude, I'm out of here. I got to go do some work, And especially it was when I had 4 robots at some point. That's when it got very hard because I was moving robots all the way around. And right now I'm like, look, holidays are around the corner. I don't want to take too much work. Once Thanksgiving ended, I cut down to 2 robots. And I am going to move inventory. I'm going to get more coming in soon. So you'll see different colors. My goal is to have a pink one.
Yes! You better have it, maybe not this year. Hopefully in the next few years, you'll get one.
No, it'll be this year. It's on my bucket list. It's on my
okay,
bucket
47th
list.
Birthday, y'all. 47th birthday. I already called it. I already called the pink robot.
All right, we'll take it. All right.
Yeah.
I'll take my twin.
Yeah, take your twin. So tell me about the head. What's going on with this?
So we do have packages that offer. So I have Karin Leon. If they don't know who Karin Leon is, it could be somebody. I say it's French Montana or Drake. Pasa, verdad? Just tell them.
Sí se parece.
I have Peso Pluma right here with me too.
Oh.
I have Bad Bunny. It's somewhere over there in my garage. I have Karol G. I also have La Monja. I also have the Grinch, and then we have the Gorilla. And just with those are the most common ones. I do want to have more in the future. But a lot of people don't ask for the heads very often. I usually kind of just get it when it's a package, right? So, I got a lot of friends that started this business with just cabezones before robots existed. So I would just start buying cabezones from them. And that's why I have quite a few of them. And it's very entertaining because, I have some guys that can dance really, really good. And when they're out there, they show out because, on the stilts, you can only move so much.
Yeah.
But whenever you're right there from the floor, man, the guys that I use, his name's Boyo, he's very, very good. So he kills it out there all the time. And, I actually have one of my nephews from my wife's side. He just got his own robot, His name is La Raza Productions. So shout out to him for, following his dream. He really wanted to be a business owner. And he also cuts lawns. So and he's only 17 years old. Hasn't even graduated, and he already got 2 businesses out there. So
That's a hustler right there.
he's a hustler. He got inspired and told him, hey, to just go out there, do what you got to do. Don't be afraid. So he's learning stuff and he's trying to get out there. I saw him comment. He said, "How can I get on this podcast?" So.
Oh, he's in the chat. Okay, well, we're gonna definitely La Dreamer. Make sure you send him a message. What was his name?
La Raza Productions.
La Raza Productions. I'll have the Dreamer will send you a message. We'll get you on, sir. Let's do it. Let's do it. You guys make sure you're following the creator, GuanaBot. And then anybody who's in the chat, La Raza Productions, go and follow them. JP, he's also in the entertainment business. This platform, the TikTok platform, is absolutely free, y'all. This is a platform of growth. It's a platform of communication. It's a platform of sharing. And the community mic is all about that. We want to make sure we share businesses, local businesses like Alexis's, like I think that's your nephew you said, correct?
Right, yeah.
Your nephew. Your nephew who started his own business, his own robot business, also does lawn cutting, landscaping. The platform is absolutely free. Like, share, comment. If you have any questions, make sure you put them in the comment section. We'll make sure to get to them. Dreamer is my moderator for tonight. She's going to be killing it in the comment section. Grupo Desprecio, welcome in. I think I saw Grupo Entrego in the live as well. We have a lot going on in the chat. I appreciate that. Make sure you're liking, sharing, and following both creators. So we've been talking to Alexis. Alexis, go ahead and tell them how they can get in touch with you.
So you can always reach out to me through TikTok, through Instagram, and through Facebook. So on Facebook, I have my business page, which is GuanaBot Entertainments and More. Because we also do more than entertainments, okay? And I'll get to that next. You can reach out to me through Instagram. My Instagram is GuanaBot. And then I already had an okay platform on my personal TikTok, which is the one that's on there right now. I tried changing the name. It didn't let me to GuanaBot. So it's under TRDTX19. But I mean, you guys can just reach out to me, or I know with the pages that we share, I always share my TikTok videos on there and always have the logo. But you guys can reach out to me there. And if you want to learn how packages start, I usually send you guys a screenshot on the package, because I already got it made where you can kind of see how you want it, or you can pick your own. So if you want to rent a robot for your quinceañera, your sweet 16, your wedding, the prices, they do vary where they begin at. So my most popular package is one robot with the cabezón. That's a $700 package, and it includes the accessories, the 24 glow sticks, 12 LED glasses. It'll come with the CO2 gun. It'll come with the LED flower or the cap, whatever they decide, if it's a boy or girl. And if it's a wedding, I usually hit up my boy Jay, and I bring a big, large Bucanas bottle, and we just pass out the shots like that, because usually the weddings are where everybody gets a little bit crazier,
Yeah. Yeah. So, somebody said, do you do divorce parties?
Divorce party, all of them.
Awesome. And La Dreamer put it in the chat where they can follow you on Instagram. So that's amazing. You lost really Tejano 23. He's like, divorce parties. That is too funny. So you do offer different packages, and their packages made to order. So for instance, you send me something and I can be like, well, I don't want this and I don't want that, but I want this and that. And you basically can serve my needs, correct?
Yep. And I work with your budget. First thing I ask everybody, hey, here are my packages. Tell me what your budget is. I think, actually Jay was the one that got it, I think 2 times. The first time was, man, maybe you guys saw it, but it was on Facebook. I think the mother's name was Joanna or Jonah. I can't remember her name very well. But her daughter, she was basically telling everybody, hey, kind of like she wants to have a quinceañera, and she was out there selling cakes. She was working for her own money to make her quinceañera happen. So, with us being in the party business, we said, man, well, let's help her. So a lot of us got together. That day we had a DJ that played for free. We had an MC that spoke for free. We had a free floor display Me and Jay both did the robot completely free, and I believe also we did. I think it was a photo booth, if I'm not mistaken. But all of us got together and we shared contact information with each other, and just doing that, business kept growing and growing and growing. To me, it wasn't a waste of time. It doesn't cost anything to be nice. You know what I mean? To help people out. At the end of the day, we had a great time. I got to spend time with Jay that day as well. We're always out there in the weekends. We hardly get to catch up even throughout the week. Right now, it's kind of like picking up on work, so we hardly get to talk with each other. So when we do, we love doing double robot shows. So if you get double robots, you're gonna get double the fun.
Yeah.
So that's what we always tell everybody. Hey, what's your most favorite package? Well, it is with two things, but it also is a little bit more expensive. But if you tell me your budget, we try to work with it. We'll cut the time a little bit. We'll take away all the accessories, and at the end of the day, we want to get booked. We want to make sure you guys have a fun night. We offer, hey, can we pass these things out like our cards and stuff? Talk with your DJ. Other things that we offer as well is, I work with Theo, and he's a DJ. So we have DJ with us. Jay does photo booths, so I use Jay for the photo booths. And me and Jay just started offering chispas and nubes. So whenever you do quinceañeras, you want to get that extra, or weddings, you want to do that father and daughter dance, or that mother and daughter dance, or you want to do their first dance on their marriage. We do the dancing on the clouds, and it's a very special effect. And you get that large, thick clouds right underneath your feet, and then you get the sparklers just capturing that extra perfect moment that you can post on your, on your page. You can post it or whatever you want to do. But we offer many packages. I mean, with the people that I work with, they're very responsible. I let them know, hey, we have this. What do you think? Are you available? Most of the times, we're always pretty busy every weekend, so we love it.
So when you say you're pretty busy on the weekends, you get booked. How many hours on a Friday night, Saturday night, depending, what days? How many hours are you working? Because you do work a day job. You have a full-time day job, correct? So what are the hours when you get booked on the weekends?
So let's start. I have my first show tomorrow. Okay, so my first show tomorrow starts at 10 p.m. And it's 2 robots and a gorilla. So it's gonna be a really big show. So you'll see some videos on it. And I try to actually start my day early. So like Friday, as soon as I get off of work, I go and fill up my CO2 tank, have it ready for the weekend. I have 3 of them, so those are very heavy. So I try to just do it whenever my weekends, and then I try to get there about an hour to 30 minutes before the event starts. So like Saturday, I'm gonna get there about 9:20, just because it's 2 robots. We got to suit up. We got to suit up the gorilla. By 10 o'clock, we got to be ready on the dance floor. By that time, I already have to get my first guy ready, get the gorilla ready. I got to talk to the DJ, give him the mix, or tell him, hey, do your thing. We're going to go in there at 10 o'clock. And then I go ahead and suit myself up. We turn on, we test. Everything's tested before we leave the house. We'll make sure that you guys have no issues. We have spare batteries with us at all time. Luckily, I haven't been to an event where the thing doesn't work. The robot doesn't work, doesn't light up. I have done events where they requested 2 hours, and I tell them, all right, well, let's do pictures on the first hour, because the second hour, it might be dead, So spare batteries, and I always take somebody with me. I got to take the film crew. I got to take the crew that helps me. And I gotta also make sure that I have the person that's gonna do the event with me, or myself.
So when you say the person, the film crew and the person that helps you, are they the one helping you put on the suit, or do you do that on your own?
No, so the only thing I put on my own is my legs. I could do it by myself, where I gotta pick it up and put the robot on, but it is 30 pounds. You're on stilts. You gotta bend all the way to the ground, reach. And then you got to connect cables that you cannot reach back there, Yeah. So, I try to avoid that. So, I just take somebody extra with me. Usually, sometimes it's one of my nephews or my friend Daniel. They'll go out there with me, and then, they'll record. But while we're dancing, we're gonna need a water break with at least a 1 minute water break. We're gonna need, hey, give me a towel. I'm soaked in sweat. We gotta clean our visors. Or sometimes there's a hazard on the floor. Accidents do happen, and it's unpreventable. Everybody that I worked with has fallen off the stilts. Myself, I've fallen twice already. And first time was one of the pieces of the robot broke off. The still got stuck to the sheet metal, so I slammed on the ground. You can see it on my TikTok page if you go towards 2024 of September. You'll see it. I make fun of myself. It's a hilarious video. And then the other time I fell was marble floor with water doesn't mix very well. So,
Yeah.
slip, fall. But both times we fell, we got right back up and we just went ahead and killed the show. But that's why you got to have your person there, because there could be a little child. There's a lot of kids that run up to you. And,
Yeah.
when we're quinceañeras, we want to put on a show. We don't want to stand around. We don't want to just fist bump the kids. We've got to tell the kids, hey, what's up? Okay, give me some space. But, they can't hear me. I'm too high up. And they can't see what my man is saying to them, So with the person I have there, they kindly ask them, hey, if you want to see the robot, stand right here so that he can dance. They need this room. And we never have an issue,
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I want to welcome in, I have Jen Davi Digital Media. Thank you so much. Welcome into the live. Brenda Romero, thank you so much for all the likes and sharing and giving us all the information. Yeah, she's a goat. She's a goat, your wife. She's hooking you up in the comments, Alexis. We have the official JD Hernandez. Welcome to the live, y'all. I'm trying to get him on the show. You're going to be coming up soon, sir. I need to get with La Dreamer so we can get you some dates. So he's actually the official JD Hernandez is the new lead singer from Aviso. So congratulations to you, sir. I need to get you on the live here soon. Me and La Dreamer will go over some dates. Jen Davi Digital Media, thank you so much. If you're just tuning in, making sure you're tapping that screen, sharing the live, and following both creators. This is the first TikTok live of 2026, y'all. The first of many, and it's a very special live because not only it's the first, and it's with Alexis, right? The freaking amazing robot, right? And all the stuff that he has going on in 2026, all the accessories that he has for your party, your wedding, your quinceañera, your divorce party. I think La Dreamer said singles party. You're doing it all, right? You're gonna do it all. But it is the first TikTok in my studio, y'all. It's been a long time coming. So this is a very special TikTok live. Alexis, I really appreciate you coming in, joining us, giving us all the information about what you do, how you manage not only a full-time job, your family, doing the robots, working in the community, working with the community, giving back to your community. We appreciate that. So for everybody who's just joined the live, make sure you're liking, sharing, and tapping that screen, and go ahead and tell them again how they can reach you, how they can book you, where they can contact you. It sounds repetitive, but I want to make sure that everybody knows how they can contact you.
Yeah, so definitely, I think the best source is always Facebook. You can add me, Alexis Garcia, and if you want to follow my business page, is GuanaBot Entertainment and More. And then my Instagram is just GuanaBot, and then my TikTok is TRDText19. That's the best way to reach me, or you can also reach me by phone. I can post it. It should be posted on my TikTok, Instagram, and on Facebook. You can just message me. But it's definitely the best way to reach out, and I always will work with your budget. I'm always on time. I never take too many shows that I cannot handle. What I'd rather be is I have enough time to get to point A to point B. If something happens at point A, I still have time to get to point B.
Absolutely.
And I also have a good partner, Cubano. He does the other robot with me. We call him the Cuban bot, right?
The Cuban bot, that's cool.
Cuban bot. So he does that. He's actually my wife's cousin's husband. So I've worked with a lot of good friends and actually family in this. So he needed extra income. I said, look, I want to get big, but I need your partnership. If you want to work with me, all I need is let's do it together. Work with me on the time. And I mean, I'm asking him for a lot, taking a lot of time away from him and his newborn daughter at the time.
Oh yeah.
And he got full support from his wife, and he was able to come out and show out, and he's really good. And I think we're one of the top in Houston. Myself with Jay, Space City Robots, Clutch City, Party Makers, and we're just going to continue to grow.
So he mentioned quite a few. He works with a lot of people. He works with a lot of friends, a lot of family. He collaborates with a lot of different, other robot businesses. You collaborate with DJs that you work with, and you guys. And that's what business is all about. Yeah, we have to make our money. Don't get me wrong. Like, everybody's in business to make money, right? To have that extra source of income, to build a business outside of your 9 to 5 or whatever it is, your day job. But you also want to have fun and you want to make a difference. And I think that's what sets this business apart and the businesses that you work with from every other business. So we want to make sure that we keep him busy, right? We want to make sure we follow him on all his social media platforms. He's already said that you can message him. He'll work with your budgets. He offers many different packages made to order. So you can go in and he'll work with you, correct?
Right. Custom package and all, whatever you want to work with. If you just need the robot, we start out at a pretty good price that pays enough for the person that helps, the filmer, and the actual dancer, So we're not just charging just for the robot. Obviously, we got to have 2 to 3 people there at minimum,
Yeah. So with all the accessories you have the robot. You said you have another robot at your friend's or at your primo's house. You have the heads. Where do you store all this stuff?
So luckily, our garage, my wife stays on me, and I have to keep it clean. But
Dile, Brenda, dile.
but yeah, definitely. I mean, I was off from the 22nd all the way from the 5th. So I did a lot of cleaning. I got some storage boxes and some clear totes. I put everything in there, so it actually looks a lot better now. And keep in mind, we can still fit an SUV in this garage. So.
Oh, okay. So how many heads did you say you had? I know you had Karin Leon. You have
So we have 5.
Okay.
We got 5. So Bad Bunny, Karin Leon, Peso Pluma, Karol G, La Monja, and then we got the Gorilla and we got the Grinch.
Wow. So did you use the Grinch a lot this Christmas, or do you use it a lot during the Christmas holidays?
Actually, I only used it 2 times. The other times, because I did offer it for free for Christmas. Every booking you get a free Grinch. And it was actually very slow, but I had a lot of pre-books since October and November. So, I would just say, hey, you want this? And most of the time they're like, no, just give me the free CO2 gun. And I was like, all right, well, we'll do that. But I mean, the Grinch to me is always a hit. It's perfect for the Christmas season. The Grinch can dance for sure. So you'll definitely, I have some videos I can post in there. So I think it'll be very good to see.
So do you dress up as the Grinch?
I'm always the robot. I'm always the robot.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've done the gorilla, but you have no idea how hot that suit is.
I can imagine. It looks huge. It looks heavy, and it looks hot.
It's very hot. So that's the only reason I don't use it. And I use this robot. I'm very accustomed to it. Again, like I was mentioning to you earlier, I have a pacemaker, defibrillator, ICD. So I get tired easily, and I got to make sure that I don't overexert myself. And on the robot, I have the perfect energy. It's not overdoing it. You're not jumping the whole time. And I think the heat has a lot to do with it. There's a lot of ventilation. We got the fan. I wear a fan around my neck, and then I wear that waist fan that's famous on TikTok. I actually buy it. So those fans keep me nice and cool, so I don't get very hot. Even if we do shows outside at 100-degree weather. The gorilla, in other words, it's like having a blanket over your head. You cannot breathe. Once you're in there, you cannot get fresh air outside. So that is why I don't wear the gorilla. I wore it once, and everybody got scared because I had to deflate it halfway. I said, I need some water right now. So
Oh my goodness. Yeah, especially, with the stuff that you have going on. I'm sure that's not a good combination. A big old gorilla suit. Yeah, definitely not. Don't put the gorilla suit on. I think your wife said Pablo is good at it. Polo is good at it.
Pollo, yeah.
Pollo.
He's really
Pollo's good
good.
at it.
Yeah, he's really good. It's funny. It,
Hey, brother.
you can see that gorilla get down and shake his butt. So
That is awesome. That is awesome. Now, when you don't have the suit on, does it still operate? Or you have to have it on in order for it to light up and do everything like that?
So yeah, the suit actually does light up as long as everything's connected. I do have it on a nightstand right here. So the suit, somebody has to wear it. Your feet,
Yeah.
you lock them in here. You put on some straps. You got to tighten it very tight. You got to balance yourself very, very, very well. I've had many people come and say, "I can dance. Let me do it." All right, come do it. Don't ever get me on there again. I won't do it.
Yeah.
So, we also offer a new thing called the Mirrorman. I think it's one of my latest things that we add on there.
Yeah, I just reposted it on Instagram. That is amazing.
So that one's a lot taller. Actually, I bought some stilts. Brenda actually does know how to walk on stilts. So
Really?
we want to do like at the clubs how you have go-go dancers, like the girls.
Uh-huh.
The goal is to put her in one of those. So once
Jennifer says it's so heavy. I helped Cobano get
Yeah.
on his robot. Oh.
So it was that's my cousin Jennifer. So I actually
Okay.
she had asked me to do a robot show for her, and I said, man, I can't remember why didn't we go. I think my kids were sick, and I had to go knock out some other shows. So I told Cubano, hey dude, can you go ahead and go do it for me? So he went to go do the show, and I told her, look, you're telling me last minute, can you help him please? And they helped him, and they're like, dude, how do you wear that? That's super heavy because this is like 40 pounds and it's all like metal, So when you put it on,
Yeah.
you're as soon as you put it on, everybody's thinking like, dang, you gotta have this for a full hour. But when you're dancing, you got the adrenaline going. Oh,
Goes by.
time's up.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. That is amazing. Thank you so much, everybody who's joined the live and who's shared it and is liking and is tapping. If you have any questions for the Alexis, the creator, the other creator on the live, put them in the chat, y'all. We're here to answer all the questions. Thank you, Jennifer, for liking and commenting and letting us know that thing is heavy and for them not to have you help them again. Que lo dejan solo, girl. Let them do it by themselves.
He texted me saying, hey, I'm going to charge you for the pounds.
Exactly. My brother Matthew's on the live, y'all. Welcome in, Matthew. That's Matt the Brat, my co-host for Tejano Outlaw Radio. He's on the live. Thank you so much for joining the live, y'all. Making sure you're tapping, sharing, and following both creators. This is how we can get all this information out there. This is how that our businesses grow on this platform. TikTok is a completely free platform. We come on here, we tell you, I let them tell you your story. You listen to us chit chat a little bit. And maybe you learn something. Maybe you can book, Alexis for your next party, whether it's a wedding, quinceañera, divorce party, right? He does it all. Welcome to Hano 23. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining the live. So what else can you tell them that you can say, hey, this is legit. This is a business. I'm going all the way up in 2026. You need to book me.
So, one of the biggest things doing this is I want to make sure whenever you're having an event, and usually the events that I do, it's going to be a big quinceañera, a big wedding, a big divorce party. So whenever you have those events, you want to give them your full trust and you want to earn their full trust. So I always talk with them, not even just about this. I ask them, first thing is discover. When is your event? What do you need? You got to ask the who, what, when, where, why. Once you ask them that, and then I kind of get them feedback. All right, look, I understand 100% that you're going to have it here, that you have a budget, that you're going to go to this place. And I tell them, look, stop right there. If you have a budget and you're going there and you're already out of budget, pull back. There's other places. There's so many businesses out there that aren't just there for your money. They're there they're done over 3,000 events, and I'm very fortunate to work for Alegria Gardens. They have 4 events right here in Cypress area. They got 4 venues. All of them are super updated, very nice. And whenever we talk with these customers, I give them, hey, look, I honestly think that's too much for what you want to spend. You can definitely go a much cheaper route, and you can definitely get everything, all the goods. You know what I call it? You want to do the three B's? Talk with me. Bueno, bonito, y barato. You know what I mean?
Ándale.
That's the best thing you want, you know. So if you want bueno, bonito, barato, talk to me, and I will recommend you to everybody that I've worked with that does a good job. There's just people out there that will scam you, you know. I've actually done some events, or I've actually had some messages where I had to share and tell everybody, please do not go with this guy. This guy's using my logo, my videos as his robots, and the customer's like, hey, yeah, they just scammed me out of $200 as a deposit, and I was like, wow, you know, you should have reached out to everything's on there. You could have just messaged the page, you know. And then they send them videos, and you can see my my TikTok logo on there. You see the phone number on my shirt from the picture. And I tell them, you could have messaged the number. It's clear as day on the picture, on the video. Why didn't you do the discovery? And they're like, no, but it's okay. I just want to get it from you. And I'm like, all right, well, we'll do it. And even then, I feel bad. I still help them a little bit with the price and tell them, look, well, I'll waive the deposit fee. Let's just pay me at this amount, X amount of dollars. And most of the time, they're just like, oh, man, you know, thank you for helping me, making me feel comfortable. I send you guys an invoice. You don't need to sign nothing. I'm just giving you a receipt for my services. You know, there's nothing on there. I don't put on there in case it rains, it's canceled. The first thing I ask you, event inside or outside? It's inside. Your event's not going to get canceled.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
That's the most important thing. If your event is outside, okay, do you have a roof? Yes, I have a roof. If it rains, we're good. I'll do the show. You know, but if it's raining and there's no roof, sorry, here's your deposit feedback. I will give you your money back. I don't play none of that where, okay, well, the weather messed up your day, I'm going to keep the money. At the end of the day, I want them to book with me again. I'll tell them, hey, dude, what do you want to do? You want me to send you the deposit back, or you want to reschedule?
Yeah.
Sometimes they just reschedule right away. They're like, yeah, just send me the deposit back. 6 months later, hey, I got two events. I got my daughter's birthday and then I got quinceañera. Boom, boom, back to back. And we have lots of customers that do return and do hit us back for events. It's very hard to juggle both because sometimes I don't know what they're calling about. You know, whenever I do like the Chispas and Nubes, Brenda actually runs that side of the business. So sometimes they're calling me, hey, I need this for this event. And so I have to ask them everything. And they're like, oh, no, not the robot. I'm looking for the Chispas and Nubes. You know, so she goes out there and she hustles out there, you know. She passes out calls.
Mírala, Brenda. She's not only good in the chat, she's good at the business too. Look at her.
Yeah, definitely. She does some good videos. So we actually bought her a Pocket 3. I think it's what, a DJ2 Pocket 3. That's what it's called. But it's a very nice camera. So she's going to start doing all my editing, all my videos. So, you know, it was a very expensive Christmas gift. I kind of want to share a Christmas gift. It helped me with the videos and everything. But she does photography. So the only thing is she's scared to put her name out there. I tell her, just do it. She does awesome pictures. She does a lot of our friends' portraits and pictures and myself. So I
know you. The community, Mike. I need business photos. Everybody starts somewhere. Y'all should have seen me last year trying to struggle with a black backdrop in my bedroom. You know, doing these lives, right? You know, and I'm by far nowhere where I want to be. Right? I still have room to grow. I still have the sky is the limit. Correct, girl. Do it. Take that leap. Put your name out there. If you don't do, I'm gonna do it for you.
And my nephew Brandon just responded that she did his graduation photo. So yeah, definitely he does.
Oh, that's awesome. You guys make sure you go and follow Brenda, right? You know, you need to go and follow Brenda. You know, that's, you know, Alexis's wife. This is a family business, y'all. This is amazing. You know, this is why I love doing what I do. You know, I'm not only did I come in here just to talk about the robot. I've learned so much about you. I've learned about your family, that about your little girls. And this is what it's about. This is what you bring to the table, Alexis. This is why people come back to you. This is why you get booked, because you could, if somebody contacted you, you could have been like, oh no, I can't help you. Bye. Or no, sorry, I'm not returning your deposit, just like you said, but you don't. Hey, here's your deposit. Like, you know, you're not in the business to take advantage of people. You're in the business to work with people and to build. And in that way, you're building your business.
Yep. And I always try to lead them in the right direction. Even if it's not a lead for me, I know somebody that does this. I know somebody that sometimes will come, hey, who does construction? Call this guy. Hey, who does roofing? Call this guy. Who does plumbing? Call Amanda.
Yes! I'm on your list, Brenda. Add me to the list. I love it. I'm just ecstatic. This is why I love what I do, because getting to meet great people, you know, and again, and that's the way I am. I also do notary. I'm a mobile notary. And if I can't help them, I'm not going to be like, oh, I can't help you. Guess what? I know somebody. Let me call my other girl. Maybe she can go and do the appointment. If I can't do it, I'm going to refer you out, right? If I can't, you know, people ask me all kinds of things, you know. If I can't do it, I'm going to try to help you to figure it out. I don't have to, but why not, right?
Right. I wish we had somebody who did balloons. You know anybody?
You know what? I know a badass balloon artist. Que se llama Balloon Sisters, I think.
I call her MJ.
MJ.
Yes. Like, nah, Melissa Jimenez.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Look, hey, and banners. And she put in her plug and banners. You guys go and follow Melissa J713. She's an amazing balloon artist. She's amazing, not only because she's Alexis' friend, but she's my sister. She does balloon art, and she does banners. She just did an amazing banner. I wish I could show y'all for my twin grandbabies. Oh, when I tell you my sister has the most amazing artistic ability, she is amazing. Let me see. You probably won't be able to see it, but look, that looks like a picture. She drew that de mano.
Wow.
That's by hand, y'all. Like, so y'all need Melissa J713. Go and follow her, y'all. Make sure y'all are following her. Make sure you're following Alexis. You know, this is, again, we're talking about community. We're talking about business. We're talking about family. And this is what the Community Mic is all about. Started off the year amazing. Alexis, you are bringing down the house. I don't know if my next interview is going to be able to top you.
Hey, well, we got to go big. We got to go big, you know. You know, we got to start.
I think
2026 good. You know, they say 2026 is the new 2016, right?
Yes. Right? Exactly.
We got to kill it this year. And we're already starting off good. Lots of phone calls. So definitely, I think this year will definitely be a lot better for all of us, you know. And I don't think just money wise. I hope everybody is healthy. I hope everybody takes great care of themselves and their family. They achieve all of their you know, blessings out there. You know,
absolutely. Life is good. Yeah.
I'm barely catching up to the comments. It just raced all the way up right now on my end.
They're going. I'm telling you, the chat room is lit right now. But yes, 2026 is going to be an amazing year. I tell my boys this. I think I've told my sister this when I used to do my TikTok videos in the morning. Life is good. Life is good. No matter what the craziness that's going on all around us, outside of us, our families are healthy. We're healthy. We get to wake up in the morning and we get to do it another day. You get to go to work in the morning, you know, with whatever health issues that we have going on, whatever things that are going on outside around us. We're here and we're here for a reason. We all have a purpose and life is good. Life is good. Believe me, I can't stress that enough. I get to get up and go to work, to an amazing job. I get to commute with another one of my sisters every morning. That's a blessing, y'all.
Wow. We get to carpool with her the whole way?
Yeah, the whole way to work. Monday, we usually do Monday through Wednesday or Monday through Thursday. and we jam out. Let me tell you, she's the best DJ ever.
No. MJ's the best DJ. You gotta remember, he always takes over the music.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, if I've said this before, we have love languages. Me and my sisters, it's food and music. Those are our love languages. That's we listen to music all day. We're very well versed, and that's one thing that I was going to ask you. Your music. How do you pick your music? Do you let your client pick it, or do you come ready?
So I do have all types of clients. I have, and this is why I love it. So at first, I started off with my main clients being Mexicanos. And those are the ones that are always going to book us because this is very popular in Mexico. They're always there. So that's why now I see it a lot in Salvador. I see it a lot with Colombians and Cubans now. Cubans, they're new to this, and I can kind of mix into all kind of music. So like whenever I talk with the DJ, hey, what do you have here? Oh, aquí tenemos venezolanos, cubanos, y colombianos. My mix that I have is not going to work for them. They like música de tambor. They have line dances, and most of the times they don't listen to line dance music, and they won't dance it, right? They like dancing to like dembow and tambor music and stuff like that. So I tell the DJ, you play my mix to start off. We'll get everybody hyped up. If you see that people are going to leave the dance floor because of the music, you take over. You're the professional. You do what you got to do, so it won't matter. But yes, I kind of just play. I start off with some line dances. We'll do Cupid Shuffle, the new Flex song that's very popular. We'll do the Wobble, El Carnavalito, which is always a classic. We'll do the Cha-Cha Slide. And then on there, we'll put in some like Guana. I think that one's very popular. We'll play some cumbia, like La Cumbia Sampuesana. We just do all kinds of music. But whenever we're doing it in there, we also let the DJ, hey, if there's something you like and you want to control the crowd and you want to do your own work, do it, The only thing I do tell them is, hey, if you're going to do everything on your own, there's 2 songs that I request, play those 2 songs, and it's usually like the new song Flex, which is one of the newest line dances, and follow the leader, because I have a limbo stick where I make everybody go around the whole building, and they go underneath, the limbo, and I'll have somebody on the other end of the stick, and they just match me. Either I make them go low, or I give them mercy and leave them up high.
I remember that was fun. I absolutely remember it. So do you have a favorite song besides the 2 songs that are must played? Do you have a favorite song that you absolutely have to have it?
Yes, I do. So I really love my 2 favorite songs on the, like, if I do a line on my line dances, my first song on there is gonna be the Wobble and El Carnavalito. Those are my 2 favorite ones. But if there's like a DJ that controls the whole music, man, you play some Neton Vega, some cumbia, some good reggaeton, old school, or some bachata. I mean, I'm there. I listen to everything. But if you put that top song in that genre, I'm in.
Done. Done.
I'm not even tired no more. There's times that they play like corridos, and I'm just like, oh, okay, where's the tequila, man? Bring it out. And sometimes I'm up there supposed to be staying hydrated. They're passing me tequila shots and on there, So it's another. Some parties just go more than others, Some people love it, stuff like that. And I mean, I'm with it all. As long as you're having fun, we're in,
Yeah. What is your most memorable event that you've done?
Let's see. So I kind of did the math. I've done a total of at least 500 shows.
Wow.
And I think it's always that first one.
Yeah.
That first one, just because I always remember it, like, man, imagine if because, we always look to improve. So whenever I ever see the first one, that's funny. Sam just putting out tequila. That guy gave me some shots while I was on the robot.
No, oh my, Sam. Not while he's working.
And then, hey, it's part of the job sometimes. So, whenever I just lost my train of thought, can you ask me
The
again?
first one. The
Oh, yeah.
first one. The
So it was
first one.
my very first event, just because I went in there nervous, not knowing what to expect. I've never even seen a robot perform. All I did was practice that week. Started Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, took a break Friday, and went Saturday. Practiced an hour before, and then went to the show. And I said, "Oh yeah, I'm ready." As soon as I go in there, the party at first was quiet, very lame. I go in, everybody was screaming. I'm like, all right, they're ready for me. But
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for the crowd, and we had a good crowd, and the crowd was just going crazy. But when I was in there, I was just like, all right, pasito tun tun, pasito tun tun, being all careful, cautious, watching out for
Yeah.
kids, and the robot I used was very limited in moving,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I used that robot for about 2 years before I went on my own. But it was back in 2021, June. That's when I first started doing the robots. I did it about 2 years with that guy, and then that's whenever I started on my own. Just because when I got back on my own, I took some time off, and he had already kind of replaced me, and business was slow. And I said, man, there's no way this business can be slow. There's so much potential in this business. I went ahead and got my own, and from there I just kind of just pushed it just for me to try to do it myself. I got another helper, and we just kept booming from there. So I didn't give up. I could have given up and gone to do something else as a side hustle. Everything's so expensive. You have to have your side hustle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I didn't want to work a job that tells me, hey, you have to work, from night shift from this time to this time as a second income. Just because when I got my house, property taxes went up through the
Yep.
roof, and then
Yep.
the interest rate went up through the roof. So I'm just like, oh man, this isn't what I was expecting to be paying. My payment went up like $700 from when I started.
Mhm.
I was paying this amount, and it went up $700 more. So I said, I really need to do something. And that's when I said, I'm going to go on my own. So I used my bonus money, took a chance on myself, like you all should, and bought myself the robot, went out there, pushed myself. And, I haven't given up since. I have 2 little girls, and I want to give them the world,
Absolutely, absolutely, y'all. Y'all heard it from Alexis himself, the amazing robot, the most amazing robot here in Texas, right? I just want a big shout out to Lupe from hottejano.com, y'all. We have Hot Tejano in the house. If you don't know who they are, Alexis, you need to download their app, hottejano.com. And they have a morning show with my girl, Sunflower Rodriguez. They're amazing supporters. So you need to make sure you go download their app. Shout out to Lupe with hottejano.com. Thank you so much, Lupe, my brother, for joining the live. I appreciate the love. I appreciate you sharing and joining us tonight. We are talking to Alexis with, say the name, Alexis.
GuanaBot.
GuanaBot. He is the most amazing robot here in Texas, y'all. We talked about family. We talked about business. We talked about how he got started, how he does it with, some of the health issues that you have going on, right? He still manages to do it. He wasn't going to let it take him down. He is building for his family. He's building with his family. His wife also helps him with the business. She is to photography. She does the chispas and what is it? The chispas and nubes. So it's a whole family business, y'all. He's a one-stop shop. He does the faces, he does the robots, he has a gorilla, whatever you need, definitely reach out to him. Make sure you're following him on all his social media platforms. But he's made it perfectly clear. If you guys reach out to him by phone, text message, DM message, he's going to respond, but only reach out if you know it's him. Don't send anybody money, right? If y'all gonna come back to this video for reference to make sure, okay?
We travel. Yes, we do travel. The farthest I've traveled was no, it was gonna be Louisiana, but I did not go. But the farthest I traveled is Austin, and I'm in there at least once a month. I was just there. I did the Merriman about 3 weeks ago, so we do travel. I don't charge a lot more for traveling. I take everybody. Waco, how far is that from Houston? Let me check.
It's not too far. I don't think what, like an hour or two? No, I think it's like 4 hours. Probably farther than that. Or is it like going towards El Paso? Or that, like 2 hours?
2 hours.
3 hours. Okay.
Just depending what you need and what you guys want that day. Just shoot me a message, and I'll definitely work with you on the price. So it says 2 hours and 17 minutes from my house. I usually don't charge anything within 90 minutes from my house on travel fee. And if I do charge a travel fee, maybe $50 to $100 at the most. You know.
So that's Sunflower Rodriguez with hottejano.com. You need to make sure you go and follow her, Alexis. Make sure you're all following each other. She's an amazing supporter. They have a morning show. If you're ever, I'm sure you get up in the morning just like I do. I try to log on when I'm at work because I'm at work by 6:45 in the morning, 7 o'clock. They have an amazing.
Is your podcast?
So it's Sunflower. It's hottejano.com. It's here on TikTok. The podcast Sunflower. It's the same thing, no? So she's on
an app though, right?
Yeah, it's on an app, but they also have a podcast. They have a website, all of that stuff. So she'll more than likely she'll put it in the chat, and so yeah, she'll put that in there. That way you guys can follow each other because she said something about her granddaughters. Her granddaughter's having a sweet 15.
Yep,
So
I see it. Awesome. We'll definitely take care of it. Okay. And then I'll follow her on her podcast. Send me the link or the app I need to download and the name on there, and I'll definitely listen to it.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Thank you guys, everybody who's joined the chat so far. We got over 56,000 likes. We appreciate that. That's a big deal, Alexis. Here on TikTok, it is a very big deal. We've been talking to Alexis, I'm telling you, the most amazing story this man has. We learned about his family. We learned about how he got into the business. You guys make sure you're going and following both creators. Thank you for sharing the live, asking all the questions, being very active in the comments. The community mic, let's talk about it, appreciates everybody that has come into the live. We appreciate you. Thank you, JP. I appreciate you. Tell them one last time, Alexis, how they can get in touch with you and how they can book you.
You can book me through Instagram, GuanaCobot, Guanaco_bot. You can also reach me on TikTok. It's TRD TX19. And then you can also reach me on Facebook. I have GuanacoBots Entertainment and more. Or Alexis Garcia on our Facebook. You can also reach me by text message. I will say it's 832-714-4861. You guys reach out to me, message me, call me, not just about robots. If you have questions about your quinceañera, like I know Sunflower just said for her granddaughter, before you start booking, check the stores, do not get scammed, reach out to me. I don't know a lot of people in Waco, but hey, let's say you need a DJ. We're all in one. We can do everything for your party. I work with many, many good people that will definitely take care of that night for you and make it, that event has to be memorable.
Yes.
Okay. It's a special night. There are only 15 once. They only get one. So we want to make sure that she has a wonderful time, wonderful pictures. So you guys just let me know what you guys need. And again, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, 2 pages, GuanacoBot or Alexis Garcia. Reach out to me.
Yes, awesome. So I'm gonna do my my traditional take a screenshot of us on the live, y'all. So everybody in the comments, get ready to take a screenshot. Me and Alexis are gonna pose, or you're gonna do whatever you're gonna do, and we're gonna have everybody take a screenshot. When you take that screenshot, send it to us, and I will post it. Yes! So everybody, are y'all ready? Tell me if y'all are ready in the comments, because we're gonna get ready to take the screenshot. Are you ready? On the count of 3. 1. Are y'all ready? 2. Are y'all ready? 3. Screenshot. And done. Did y'all get it? I hope y'all got it. The first screenshot of 2026, the community mic. Thank you guys so much. Alexis, leave them with something. Leave them with some last words. They already know how to contact you, but leave them with something.
Well, I want to say, Amanda, thank you for having me on here on this podcast. At first, when you reached out to me, I was very hesitant. And I said, man, I don't know. I'm not very comfortable on a camera. So
Yeah.
I know you had asked me for a video probably like a month already.
Yeah.
I probably took like 400 videos, and I said, God damn, I can't get the lines right. I can't say it. So I was ready just to just freestyle it. And I said, man, let me just knock it out. I was at the gas station. I got some Bucky's beaver nuggets. I think they gave me the courage to post that video and send it to you. So thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me. Everybody, bet on yourselves.
Yes.
You're the number one person you should always bet on, and take care of yourself, and definitely have a good group of people around you. Have the full support from your team. I know I have it with my family, so I'm very blessed for that. Even if I'm failing, I'm failing with the family, and we're gonna come up together. So definitely always bet on yourselves. And again, thank you for having me. Of course.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming on the Community Mic. Let's talk about it. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you to be my first interview of the year in the studio, and it was an amazing interview, amazing night. I appreciate you, and we're definitely going to be gonna get you on the mic again here soon. Thank you, Alexis, so much, and to everybody on TikTok, good night. We'll see y'all soon. Bye.
Bye.
There we go. All right, y'all. Amanda C, TikTok Queen, the Community Mic. Let's talk about it. Good night, Miss Brenda. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate for you liking, you sending all the gifts, and you being so supportive of the live tonight. You guys, this was so amazing. Thank you, Maria. Good night. Thank you, Let Dreamer, for you. I know you were at work. Thank you so much for being the best moderator on TikTok. I appreciate everybody who was on. Tac Dad, always with the gifts. Make sure you guys go and follow him. I appreciate you. JP, my boy with the tapper. Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. This is cheers to 2026. What a way to start, y'all. This is Amanda C. Amanda Sis, TikTok Queen with the Community Mic. Good night.